Simpson County may be one of the most strategic locations in the South, much less in Mississippi, if you ask the folks who live there.
Everybody's got to pass through Mississippi if they're up in Tennessee and Missouri and Kansas and Oklahoma. If they're going to places like Florida and Mobile, they got to all come right through Magee. So it's a great place for folks to pass through.
Now, Magee didn't get to be the greatest location in the nation by accident. What put it here? Well, this is where several factors came together. Timber, for one thing. The piney woods of Mississippi didn't get that name for nothing. And then cotton. Cotton was king for a long time. And although it grew elsewhere, timber and cotton were juxtaposed nowhere better in Mississippi than in Simpson County. But if you have such commodities, you have to be able to get them to market. So then the railroad came, right through Magee, and Highway 49, the major artery to and from the Gulf Coast and onto Alabama and Florida's coast.
We sit on Highway 49, that's a tremendous advantage. People can get in and get out, get to the just about anywhere.
Now, location is great, but I dare say about 90% of the people who go to Magee go through Magee. This is their view of the town, on the way to the Gulf Coast or Hattiesburg, or if you're coming north on your way to Jackson.
While we're thankful for the 49, that there's a lot more to offer to Magee than just Highway 49.
But lots of folks, and more every day, are discovering the Magee that is off the highway, the neighborhoods and the downtown. And yes, there is a viable downtown, and the people who make up the town. Geo Parker is a longtime resident. He was mayor a while back.
Under my administration that I really took real note on, we paved Main Street.
Geo sums up pretty quickly why his terms were successful. He was surrounded by good people.
The people here want progress, and they're willing to make an investment toward that. They're willing to give their time, and they're willing to work with each other compatibly.
Present Mayor Jimmy Clyde knows it's the people who make Magee happen.
And it's been like that from the first day that I moved here till today. It's always been like that.
Allison Birch and her husband moved back to Magee after college because of the people and the quality of life only available in a small town.
I don't know where to start. The closeness of everyone, knowing who you're around, the close-knit family ties.
Havard McDonald owns a jewelry store in downtown Magee, has for years. He's successful because the people of Magee have made him so, because of his good service to them. He knows the heart of the town.
It's about the people. We have a tendency to work together. Yes, we're different in many ways, but still, we're all people, and we all have a heart and a concern for each other. I have many people here, many friends, both black and white, that are, some of them I call my brothers and sisters, because we are brothers and sisters in Christ. And we laugh together, we pray together, we cry together. Whenever things are bad, we hang together.
It's the people of Magee in Simpson County that has Joey McNulty locating headquarters for Pioneer Health Services here. Pioneer is a management resource for critical access hospitals and has clients all across the country from Honolulu eastward.
Folks have always said, the business you're in, you ought to move to Atlanta or Nashville. Get to be known, but, move to a big town. And I said, if they can't find me in Magee, Mississippi, I'm not going. And that's the way I've always looked at it. Magee is a wonderful place for your children to grow up, and good values, good churches, and I could have moved anywhere, and I've elected to stay right here in this community.
And speaking of healthcare, Magee's coming into its own now with Magee General Hospital's recent expansion and out-of-town doctors coming here now, instead of people in Magee having to drive to Jackson or Hattiesburg to see them like they used to have to do. Althea Crumpton is the CEO of the hospital, and she's in Magee by choice.
You don't have to, you choose it.
And whereas if you went to many towns, people might want to show off their shopping centers or industrial parks or places like that. And Magee has those too. But get taken on a tour of Magee and you're likely to end up here at the sports complex. David Dunn was an insurance agent in Magee for 20 years and took care of the city's sports program on the side. But then the side job is a full-time job now, and youth sports is a big deal here.
At the sportsplex, we have people that just come in and drop their children off, and they leave them with us, and they come back 4 or 5 hours later, pick them up, and they don't worry about them.
But sports, churches, shopping, business, living in general, Magee has the facilities, but to a person, when you try to talk about hospitals or business expansion or retail or even politics, sooner or later the conversation always turns to the people of Magee.
Magee stays together.
It's about people, helping people, people loving people, people that are compassionate, people that are hardworking, people that are God-fearing, and when there's a need, these people pull together. It doesn't matter if it's a football game, a cancer deal, a tornado, or a hurricane. These people just jump to the cause, and they're compassionate about, and they love the place that they live.
Can't ever dream of moving and living anywhere else.
It's the place that a lot of people choose to live.
It's good people. It's all about the folks.
Our children have all played in the summer league baseball and softball programs, and the girls have participated in Lamplight Theater.
I've been to lots of places. I've seen lots of faces, but I've never seen a place just like this place. This place is Magee, Mississippi. This is my hometown. I've been to Israel. I fished in the Sea of Galilee. That's a fine place to be, but it's not like Magee. This is my hometown. I've been to southern India. I've climbed up on the mountains and looked and preached in the villages in southern India. But out of all of that and all of the people that I met, there's no place just like this place. This is my hometown. I've been to Haiti. I've worked with the Haitians. I've climbed the mountains and looked at the blueness of the sea. But it's not like this place. This place is Magee, Mississippi. This is my hometown.